When I wanted to start this channel, it was hard for me to like pinpoint exactly what I wanted out of it. And it's really hard, like, where do we start? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how do I make my first video? Hi everybody, my name is Becca. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Just gonna be answering some few basic questions about me, and then I also posted on Instagram a little ask me some questions prompt and got some questions through that. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, starting off with some basics, we'll set the scene. My name is Becca Fair. I'm 23 years old. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina with my boyfriend Wyatt, and I'm originally from New Jersey. I just graduated from the University of South Carolina in May of 2021 with a degree in broadcast journalism, and now we're here. Now I'm just gonna be answering some questions that y'all asked me on Instagram, so let's get into that. We're gonna start off with, how did you and your boyfriend meet / how long have you been dating? So we're gonna start right off getting into it, hot and heavy. Well, we met in college through like mutual friends. We were friends pretty much the entire time we were in college. Like, we met when we were freshmen. We were always like in the same circles and like would see each other out, but we were just friends. And like one thing that bonded us together was our love for UNC basketball. So like every time I'd see him, we would talk about UNC basketball, and that was pretty much it. And then our junior year of college, we were at a tailgate for South Carolina, and if you went to USC or go to USC currently, you'll know like the frat lots. We were at the frat lots, and I was at his tent for his fraternity, and my best friend Savannah and I were literally just hanging out there, and I went to like go take a selfie with her, and he just like photobombed us hardcore. And so I was like, dude, what the heck, get out of my picture. And he was like, hey, are you going to the football game? And for me, like, that's not really that big of a deal at South Carolina. Like, everybody goes to the football games together, so I wasn't really thinking, oh wow, like this kid is in love with me. I was just like, sure, I'll go to the game with you. And then apparently he claims that he had a whole plan, and long story short, the rest is history. Went to the game and then never stopped talking after that. And how long have we been dating? Today is January 8th, and it'll be 2 years on January 13th. What's the best piece of advice you've ever received? This is really hard. I have received amazing advice in my life, some that I've taken, some that I haven't. I won't say this is the best advice I've ever received, but it's just coming to mind right off the bat, and like I had it in my notes here. Simplify what doesn't need to be complicated, and that's something that happens to me a lot. I tend to overcomplicate things that don't need to be complicated, and most of the times we put ourselves in front of the things that we actually want, or we just stress ourselves out, and I am a victim of that. So I would definitely say just like keep simple what can be simple, simplify when you can, and just don't give yourself issues if there's not an issue. Cross that bridge when you get to it. Don't stress about things that you don't have to stress about. Control the things that only you can control. Don't stress yourself out, because life is already stressful. Don't add to it. Biggest content inspo, and I was asked a couple questions about YouTube specifically, so it was like, I'll just group them together. So one was biggest content inspo, another one was which YouTubers inspired you to start your own YouTube channel, then there was another one on your dream YouTube collaboration. So I'll try to answer them all in a swift response. I honestly draw from a lot of people, but I also like to have my own sense. But in terms of like people that I look to for inspiration, Emma Chamberlain, she goes into like YouTubers that I admire or that prompted me to like want to do this. Emma Chamberlain, I feel like she is just somebody whose personality and like outlook on life is something that I admire and in what some sense want to emulate. Just like this is me, like don't take things too seriously, like just be honest, open, like show the stupid, funny, sometimes gross like aspects of life. I also am a huge Hannah Maloche, Kristen Johns. I love Kristen Johns. Kristen Johns is like my comfort YouTuber. Like whenever I'm feeling down or I just need to pick me up, she is just the best to me. I love her. And my dream collaboration, this is so funny, but if you know me, you know that I'm obsessed with the show Hot Ones on YouTube with Sean Evans. I think Sean Evans is brilliant, one of the best interviewers ever. The questions that he asks the guests and the celebrities are just nothing like you would ever hear anywhere else from an interview. I would love to like co-host with him or be on the show. I also love chicken wings and spicy food. So Sean, if you're watching this, I'm not booked and busy. Book me for the show. A lot of questions on skincare routine, makeup routine. I'm gonna do a whole video specifically on skincare. I don't know if I might do like a get ready with me and all that stuff, but I really don't like, not that I don't like makeup, I really don't do makeup as intensely as I used to in high school. I literally would watch makeup tutorials every single night before I went to sleep. I like learned a lot about makeup and like how to do makeup at a time where I was 15, 16, 17 and like feeling so insecure about myself, and like my initial idea on learning makeup was because like I hated the way my skin looked, so I wanted to like become really good at makeup so I could cover it. In turn, learning from that putting on a shit ton of makeup is not good for your skin. And then I was like, you know what, if I'm just trying to cover something up, I need to actually like fix that problem. So then I got into skincare, and there's a few people that on YouTube and social media in general that I took from and like learned stuff from, but that was a lot of trial and error for me and a lot of testing out products, spending so much money on stuff. So I'll definitely have a separate video that's all skincare related. I'll definitely do a video on all that soon, very soon. What video should we expect from your channel? That's a great question. So going off of that, I definitely want to incorporate a lot of skincare stuff on here, but also I have other passions and other things that I want to explore through this channel, and that's yoga. I definitely want to do some yoga videos for you guys, and one of my New Year's resolutions for 2022 is to become a certified yoga instructor. You have to get 500 hours. So I definitely want that to be something that I implement in this channel, and like taking you guys along on that journey and just getting better as a teacher as well. And I think by making videos of me doing it and like doing it with Wyatt, because he also likes doing it, that'll help me get better at teaching. And then eventually I do want to do something in that space. I don't know what it is yet, but that's something that I want to do down the road, and I'll have videos on that. Also, soft launch, hard launch on YouTube right now. Wyatt and I are moving to Raleigh literally a week from today, so it's, I don't know if you can see that, it is January 8th, and we are moving January 15th to Raleigh for my job. So you guys are gonna get a lot of moving content, a lot of decorating my house content, house tour, all that stuff. So definitely that'll be huge. Hot topic question. Why didn't you want to do broadcast / work in news, and where are you now? So like I said earlier, my degree is in broadcast journalism. I had a concentration in sports media, a minor in sport entertainment management. My initial idea and dream growing up was to be on SportsCenter. And I grew up with older siblings, and like both my dad and my stepdad were really into sports, and I was a big athlete as well growing up. So like so much of my life revolved around sports, playing sports, watching sports. So I loved all that stuff. And then when I got to college, I worked for our production team at South Carolina doing a lot of the production needs of our athletic teams. If you've ever watched a South Carolina basketball game on SEC Network, there was a span of like 2 years where that main camera during those broadcasts, like I was the one operating it. So that was super fun, an amazing experience. Got to do a bunch of different sports like volleyball and soccer and so many different things. I did commentating. I did like an independent study at South Carolina for sports commentating, and got to do it for a football game at South Carolina, like an SEC college football game I got to call. So I got to do a lot of stuff with that, which was so much fun. Through doing all that, I just realized that like the life that I wanted to live was not conducive for the lifestyle and the schedule of working in sports. So decided I just want to stay a fan, which was completely fine. I'm glad I did that. But then like my last year of college, mainly I was just like, what the heck am I gonna do? And subliminally always knew that what I wanted to do was something like this in this form and be myself and not have to be so structured. But when you're in broadcast journalism school, they're pretty much training you to become, you know, an on-air reporter, an anchor for especially local news. I would say like my program was very much like setting you up for that progression, and so many of my peers before me and in my grade went on to do that. So I was like, you know what, probably should go try it out because I just got a whole education in this. So I went and I worked for a news station here in Charlotte for a few months, and that was like why we moved to Charlotte and the whole deal. But again, it was like I went and did it, and I was just realizing that the life that I wanted to live and the lifestyle I wanted to live was not matching up with this job. I found myself to be like very unhappy, and it wasn't because of anything other than just personally what I wanted to do was not being fulfilled there. So I ended up leaving that job, and now I'm at my current job, which I love and I really enjoy. So I'm a professional product reviewer for a media company. So I do written reviews, I do video reviews. So I get to be very creative. I get to try out like amazing products. I work on our sleep vertical for our media companies, and it's been the most like unique and exciting and really fun work experience I've ever had, and I work with amazing people and I love my job. But disclaimer, I'm not mixing my job with what I do on here. Like, it's gonna be two separate things because that's my professional life, this is my personal life, and the whole point of this channel is to document this time in my life with my friends and my family and the things that I enjoy, and sharing and creating a community. And I hope to be what so many other YouTubers were to me at a time when I really needed it, so that's what I want to do. So yeah, so we're not mixing business with pleasure. Okay, next question. What was it like modeling, and do you want to get signed to an agency? It's a loaded question. I don't know. I have been so fortunate and grateful to have some modeling gigs here in Charlotte for some boutiques and businesses, and it's been awesome. It has been so fun. Like, the people that I've worked with are amazing. I've got to have a lot of fun doing all those things, and it's definitely something that I want to continue doing when we move. In terms of getting signed to an agency, I looked into doing that for a while, and there's a part of me that's like a little hesitant to do it. This is something else I want to get into in other videos, but I've struggled with just like self-confidence and all that stuff for a really long time, especially when I was younger, and it's triggered me into like unhealthy eating habits and like stuff like that. Again, I'm gonna get into all this in another video, but a lot of that, I just felt like if I got into that capacity in a very serious way, I didn't know if that was gonna cause me to go back to places that I didn't want to go to. It just wasn't something at the time when I could have done it more seriously. It was just like, I don't know if I want to do this right now, and especially since there were other career goals that I wanted to do and other things that I wanted to do, I was like, I'm just gonna do this casual thing where like if someone contacts me on Instagram, or like if things work out, like booking a gig or doing all that stuff, then I'll do it, and I love it, and it's been so much fun. We'll see. I would definitely love to. It would have to be the right agency, the right opportunity, and all the stars aligned, and like it checked all the boxes. I need to get better at answering these questions in a more concise manner. It's getting dark out, so my time with this beautiful natural light is running out. So we're gonna close this before my battery also runs out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Your support means the absolute world. Please subscribe to my channel. Keep up with me. We're gonna be having so much stuff come out now that we're gonna be moving. So many different parts at play here, so let me know what you want to see. I'm so excited to do this. Know that this is a true passion project for me and something I've been wanting to do since I was a teenager, and now it's happening. So you guys watching means the world to me, and yeah, I'm just really excited to see where this all goes. Hoping for the best, but just trying to have fun and document this time in my life and bring you guys along. So thanks so much. See you guys next time. Bye. Is there anything you want to say to the people to close out the video?
Have a good year.
Have a good year? Happy 2022. Happy 2022. Also, when I move to the new house, I'm gonna do like a full setup, Because right now I'm like sliding off the side of the bed. That's one thing they don't tell you when you start a YouTube channel is not only do you have to spend money on a camera and like now be cognizant of blocking out time in your schedule to do this, but you also need a full-on set, or you need something to prop yourself up. Like I need to invest in like some crazy tripod or something. I have a little baby one right now. And you guys need to see the setup that we have right now. Like, y'all are set up on some books and a candle and a speaker. We're keeping it real here.